G'day guys, I might look the same as last week. Nah. Anyway, this is a new video. Last week we were obviously in the Clarence River. Just a few minutes ago, we still are actually here, but this is next week already. It's magic, isn't it, YouTube? We are leaving Iluka, one of those ones, right about now. We've just gone through the gap and we're heading out through the bar, breakwater, causeway, whatever it's called, and heading off to Port Stephens or Port Nelson. I'm not really sure. That on the maps it says both of them. It's 240 miles and we have a little bit of not much wind and a bit of wind against us for the 4 hours, the first 4 hours, and then it should turn easterly, and then during the day more northeasterly, which is just perfect for what we want. There's hardly any swell and you've got heaps of current, so this could be potentially our fastest 24-hour run. 240 miles would normally take us about 36 hours, but today we might do it in 26. So yeah, let's see. I won't be pushing it too hard. We've got Mother here on board. Don't want to scare her too much, but I think just with the current that runs down the east coast here and with the wind and no swell, we've got a pretty good chance of possibly getting 200 in 24 hours, which I've never done. The best we got is well, on the way to the Solomons I had 2 consecutive days of 176, so we'll see if we can beat that today. The Yamba bar looks very gentle today. Tide was about 3 hours ago, so it's 3 hours coming in, so we're about ideal, middle of the tide. You know, tide's coming in, swell's coming in, so they're not pushing against each other. So it looks very gentle. Yeah, we're going quite slow because we're pushing the current, but that's fine, rather that than going over waves. We're going to hook a ride here and head down south. Well, we're off to a pretty slow start. It's about an hour and a half since we left, and yeah, we motored out and motor sailed a little bit. The forecast is doing what the forecast said it would do. It's a southeasterly right now, not very strong, and we're going south, so we're feeding hard into it, as you can see, and the sails are hard on. The goal really is to go full east from here to get out into the current, but I can't sail that direction, so we're basically just following the land down. So we're going in the right direction, we're just not getting out to the current and we're not going very fast. So yeah, not a good start for the speed record, but the wind is supposed to turn further east and then sooner or later, probably in the evening, northeast. So as it does, we'll just keep turning further and further east and get further out into the current. So right now we're just going parallel to the current, we're not in it at all. But we are sailing and it's nice and calm, and Maria's got double thumbs up. She tried a new herbal remedy and it seems to be working. We'll go and talk to her. What's Marie got to say?
Well, I'm feeling good. And I'm feeling good. I don't know if it's about my medicine because it's actually also calm, but yeah, I'm feeling way better than the last time, and it's given me a bit more confidence.
And where's Mum off to?
I'm going to lie down.
You're going to lie down?
Yes, I didn't have very much sleep in the night, and so I'm going to have a little sleep now.
Okay, well, enjoy your sleep.
Thank you.
And we'll just keep cruising on. We're only doing 5 knots, but it's in the right direction. Alright, so we're hooning along. We've made our way out and we've got about a knot of current with us now. Hopefully it's not too windy up here. But we're still sort of, well, we're on about 50 degrees. I'm still trying to get out a little bit further. But we're doing 9 knots now. Yeah, about one of them is current, so yeah, we're doing about 8 ourselves, which is pretty awesome. And it's a little bit bumpy, a little bit of spray flying around, but in about another hour we'll be out in the deep stuff where the current's the strongest. The contour lines, I'll show you a map here of the current, and once we're in the thick of that, I'll turn south. We're sort of going southeast right now. Once we turn south and slightly actually southwest, follow the coast down, we'll stay out this far. It's about 10 miles offshore, and we'll stay out this far all the way down to Port Stephens, Nelson Bay. Another 100 and something, 180 miles, and we'll just plough down all night with that. And as we turn, obviously the wind will get further aft, and it'll be much nicer and more comfortable. And also at the same time, the wind's supposed to actually come round to more behind as well, so it should all calm down, but we should probably get the same amount of speed, I reckon. So yeah, it's all good. Well, that's the sun coming up. Start of another day here, east coast of Australia. Yeah, as you can probably tell, we're not really flying. We're currently doing 5.7 and just sort of flopping around more than anything. 10 minutes ago I had a second reef in and 20 knots, a bit squally. Now it's sort of dropped back to nothing and sails are flapping. But yeah, our distance speed record is out the window as well. We didn't really have a very fast night. We had a few hours of 9s and 10s, but in general it was sort of 6s and 7s. So yeah, I mean, we did a lot of miles, but it wouldn't, not as much as I thought it might be. Potential was there, but the wind didn't play ball. Anyway, we've got about 70 miles to go to the entrance of Port Stephens. Should get there before sunset. And yeah, hope this wind just fills in a little bit. We've only got 10 knots of true right now, and that's directly from behind, so it's not really very much, but see how we go. Beautiful morning anyway. The wind's getting a little bit too far behind us now for a normal sail plan. So we're gonna go 10 degrees to starboard and go wing on wing. Get a little bit of a different motion for a while. We've got about 40 miles to go. So yeah, another few hours. So we're wing on wing and we've got plenty of wind now. It's quite nice, but about an hour ago we didn't have enough wind, but there was still a bit of waves, so the mainsail was sort of inverting and slapping over every now and again. And for those of you who remember, I ordered a new mainsail from Phil at Zoom Sails over a year ago now when we were in Lombok, and I've just been carrying it around ever since. I just thought that this old sail was going to tear itself to shreds more than a year ago because it had lots of little tears in it, but it looks like today it's done a lot more damage to it today with that slapping around. Look at this. You can really see holes in it now. That outer layer is not really the problem, that's just a taffeta UV screen sort of, but the inner laminate is torn there now, just from the slapping around it's got. So it looks like we'll probably be mounting the new mainsail in the next couple of days, because I don't really want this to just shred itself completely in a storm or something, because then we're sort of screwed. So yeah, this might be the last sail for this sail. Anyway, that's why I got a new one. So we're coming into the entrance of Port Stephens now. We're about, the tide's 2/3 of the way out, so it's sort of the wrong time theoretically. So there's a current against us and the waves are sort of standing up, but it's not really a bar here, so apparently it's all good. But yeah, we've got a current against us and we're surfing down waves at 10 knots. It's pretty fun, but we'll get around this corner soon and we'll be chilling. Once we got inside Nelson Bay, the wind was just perfect. It was just blowing from the northeasterly straight up the bay, and we just managed to sail all the way up to a place called Fame Cove, about 8.5–9 miles. Didn't use the engine, got through all the little nooks and crannies and just dropped the sails, turned the engine on and down with the anchor. It was a pretty sweet finish to this little passage we did. Silence at last, tranquility, the anchor's down. 33 hours we did, 240 miles, maybe a bit more actually because we're way up in the bay now. Yeah, it was pretty good. We actually did beat our distance record, but only by 3 miles. The first 24 hours was 279 miles. No, 179 miles. And that beat my previous one by 3 miles for a 24-hour run. But I was hoping for a bit more than that, but anyway, it didn't matter. We didn't break anything. No one was sick. And everything's good. So we're up here in a place called Fame Bay in Port Stephens right now. And yeah, that's it. This is probably a short and sweet episode, this one. We keep saying we're going to make them shorter, and they seem to be getting more and more towards 30 minutes every time. So this is just a short and sweet passage video. And that's it, that's all. Thanks very much for watching. Next week, maybe, yeah, a big surprise maybe. We're going to look at a new boat. Possibly. New for us. So, yeah, tune in next week. Might be a surprise for a lot of you. We've been alluding to the fact that we might sell Schiehallion and get something else. And this will be the, yeah, we're going to look at this one. We'll see how we go. Anyway, thanks very much, patrons, for all your support. Obviously, it means a great deal to us that you're willing to throw a couple of bucks our way for the work we do putting these videos together. It really, really makes it worthwhile for Marie and I doing this. And we love seeing your comments and hearing from you on the group chat and all that sort of thing. And yeah, it makes our day really to hear your feedback for the videos. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Big video next week. See ya.